So, I was out swimming the other day and I was thinking, what is one of the biggest problems that people find in mixing? Well, you guessed it, the relationship between kick and bass. Is it possible to make those elements work together? Yes, it is possible. So, if you are into music production, songwriting, mixing, mastering, or you just want to know how things are done in the studio or working with artists or get behind the scenes, I guess, then this channel is definitely for you. So make sure you subscribe to it. And if you do that, I will be very happy. Let's go. So in my job as a music producer, I find it on almost every song a problem with something masking something else. It can be a bass and kick situation, but it can also be other instruments that you almost cannot hear. And I believe if you are in that situation where you have two instruments and one of them is almost hearable, you have two options. The first one is very simple. Get rid of the things that you don't hear, that you almost cannot hear. Just take it away. Or make stuff work. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to find two elements of a song and make them as visible and hearable as possible without changing the style and feeling of the song too much. Does that make any sense? Okay. So let's hit it. We have a wonderful #1 Billboard song that sounds like this. Okay. Again, this is not a song that I'm gonna get too much prizes for, but it's a song. So we have a situation where we have a bass guitar, bass drum, and a snare. I want you to listen to the relationship between the bass guitar and the bass drum. So let's listen again. So as you can hear, if you are using proper headphones or speakers, is that the frequency response of these two elements are very, very, very similar. You can hear that it is two instruments because I just told you, but still they are masking each other and they are not very distinct, concrete, and hearable in my opinion. Even though it's just 3 instruments with the snare in total. Okay, so what you want to do now is to decide which instrument between the bass drum and the bass guitar do you want to have the lowest information in frequencies, and which one do you want to have like a higher information of frequencies on. So we want to listen again. You can hear on the bass drum, you can hear the thump and you can hear the attack. The bass guitar is more lean. So I would suggest that you have the bass guitar on the lower scale and you adjust the bass drum out of the bass guitar. So what I do is to, on my channel, is to get up with a EQ. Simple as, very simple. And this is for the bass guitar, as you can see here. And also we're gonna load one up for the bass drum. I'm gonna turn the analyzer off so you can use your ears instead. How about that? A great mixing tip for you. Okay. Bass guitar on the left, bass drum on the right. And we, just before we did we decided that we want the bass guitar to be the lowest part in terms of frequencies. So we're gonna increase that a little bit and maybe take some around 100 down. That's where the thump is most of the times, roughly on the bass drum. And we want to increase above 100. Let's try around 300, shall we? Okay. And let's turn to the bass drum. We're going to do pretty much the opposite. We're going to take some low end down. Let's use this one for visual purposes instead. And also we're going to add some around 100, where the thumb is. And we're going to take some down around 300, where you most of the times find a rumbleness, muddiness on many sounds, but also sometimes on bass drums. And we want to find the spot where we have the attack of the bass drum. So we're going to listen. Okay. Okay. So we have done some tweaks. Let's see if we do an A-B, before and after. This is before. And after. Suddenly you can hear that it is actually two instruments playing. Before, you hear they really mask themselves like this. And now they're separate. You hear the difference? This is a very important lesson. So we're going to do this again. Before, they are almost lined up. You can hear the attack of the bass drum. You can hear the thump of the bass drum. But you can also feel the bass, the low end of the bass guitar. And we also added on the bass guitar some of the around 300, 400 hertz, which is some kind of warmness of the bass guitar. So, in context, with some cool vocals, sounds like this. Okay, almost like a Bee Gees song. So, that was it for today. What have we learned today? Well, many of the sounds that you're using will probably mask themselves, so they end up like this. You want to spread it out, okay? This is not hearable. This is much more hearable. Okay. That was all for today. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe. What is your best go-to ways when it comes to fixing masking, or in this case, make two sounds separate? Put it in the comments. Let's discuss. I want to learn, and I hope you want to learn too. Until next time, please subscribe to the channel and make sure you put in the comments what you want to see on the channel, and I will make that happen, probably, hopefully. Until next time, don't forget to be a friend. Bye-bye.